The success of Turkish series and their actors abroad has become a source of pride in recent times. The success of Turkish series and their actors abroad has become a source of pride in recent times. However, Turkish society and the media often seem to doubt this phenomenon, questioning the decision of some artists to settle outside the country. Ken Yaman is a clear example of this situation. Everyone expected him to continue his successful career in Turkey, but the recent controversy over the blocking of his series El Turco in his country has raised questions about his future there. Although there is no official ban, the media pressure and the perception that the series may offend cultural sensitivities have put Ken Yaman in an uncomfortable position. Is it really possible for him to return to Turkey, or would it be better for him to continue his career in Italy? Thanks to his charisma and army of followers, Ken Yaman quickly became one of the most popular actors in Turkey. However, this fame has also brought him criticism, especially regarding his lifestyle and relationships. Turkish media have not stopped speculating about his private life, putting unnecessary pressure on him. Turkish media have not stopped speculating about his private life, putting unnecessary pressure on him. Moreover, some accused him of betraying his country by working on international projects, interpreting his career abroad as damaging to Turkey's image. But the truth is that Yaman's international success not only benefits his career, but also positively promotes his country. Despite the criticism, the opportunity to work in Italy has allowed him to grow in a less censored environment where the media focus on his work rather than sensationalizing his personal life. Italy has become a refuge for Yaman, both geographically and culturally. There, opportunities are broader and he is not subjected to the same pressures as in Turkey. The freedom to work and live without constant scrutiny from Turkish tabloids allows him to focus on his career and explore new possibilities in European film and television. Yaman's choice to live in Italy should not be seen as a loss for Turkey. On the contrary, it represents an opportunity to build a cultural bridge between the two countries. It is essential that the media and society in Turkey learn to respect the personal decisions of artists and stop focusing on rumors and gossip. If we continue to question the international success of our artists instead of supporting them, it will be harder for us to achieve new successes in the future. In conclusion, Ken Yaman's move to Italy should be seen as a positive step for his career and as an example of how artists can transcend national borders. True loyalty to his art is to respect his freedom of choice, regardless of where he decides to live. Or finally, the most important thing is the inner voice that tells us don't give up. In Ken's life, that voice has never stopped sounding, and thanks to it, he has overcome all obstacles. His legacy is a reminder that success is not only measured by triumphs, but by the ability to keep moving forward after each fall. Ken is a true hero, not because he is perfect, but because he never stopped fighting, never stopped believing. Throughout his career, he has shown that victory is not only in achievements, but in every time he rises again. Ken is a symbol of hope, not only for his country, but for everyone facing difficulties. All those who support him know that his true strength lies in his heart and in his ability to never give up. Bravo, Ken! Demet Özdemir is one of the most beloved actresses in Turkey, known not only for her talent and beauty, but also for her ability to connect with the audience through her characters. Since her rise to fame, she has been a role model in Turkish television and has built a loyal fan base. However, like many other public figures, her private life has been under constant scrutiny. It is inevitable that her personal life, relationships, and decisions will be thoroughly analyzed by the media and fans. This, despite the professional successes she has achieved, has also generated some pressure on her. In Demet's case, we can see how the expectations placed on her by the public and the industry are not always easy to handle. Many of her followers, as mentioned in some comments, deeply admire her ability to maintain her positive energy and professionalism in the face of adversity. However, there is also a sense of concern for the actress. Some comments suggest that Demet may not have the right people around her to support her, something that seems reflected in the personal situations she has gone through. The fact that Demet has been involved in media relationships, especially with actors like Ken Yaman, has added a layer of complexity to her public image. Although the relationship between them was widely commented on and admired by fans, it was also exposed to a level that may not be healthy for two people trying to live a private life. Many of the comments I've read regarding her personal life express that Demet is a strong and determined woman, but perhaps has not been fortunate enough to be surrounded by the right people who genuinely care for her beyond her fame. On the other hand, her professional career has been outstanding, and her talent on screen has been undeniable. On the other hand, her professional career has been outstanding, and her talent on screen has been undeniable. Her participation in popular series like Erkenci Kuş has made her an icon of Turkish television, winning the affection of millions of followers. However, beyond the successes in her career, much is said about the difficulties she faces in being constantly under the public eye. On many occasions, fans praise her for her perseverance, but also question her emotional well-being. The constant pressure, comparisons with other actresses, and competition in the entertainment world are aspects that must weigh on her. What concerns me, and something I've seen reflected in several comments, is the lack of genuine support around her. Fame often brings with it a circle of people more interested in benefiting from the visibility that being close to a star can provide. Comments mention that sometimes the actress seems surrounded by people who don't provide the kind of support she truly needs. Comments mention that sometimes the actress seems surrounded by people who don't provide the kind of support she truly needs. In this sense, some fans have expressed concern for her emotional well-being, hoping that Demet can find someone she can trust and surround herself with people who genuinely support her beyond fame. Over the years, Demet has shown that she is much more than a television star. Her ability to evolve, her hard work, and her respect for her own path in the industry have been determining factors for her success. Despite the criticism and rumors surrounding her personal life, she has continued to stand out in her work and has won hearts worldwide. In this sense, Demet has been one of the few public figures who has known how to handle fame with grace and has maintained a positive attitude in the face of adversity. This has not only made her one of the most beloved actresses in Turkey, but also a respected figure internationally. This has not only made her one of the most beloved actresses in Turkey, but also a respected figure internationally.